welcome, Michelle. It's another Friday at Selling Microsoft Teams Rooms.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. You have to deal with me again because Mehryn's in Redmond and it's like 3:30 in the morning, I think, something super early. So you're stuck with me for the next 10 minutes, Jimmy.
We got the next 10 minutes, and boy, do we have a lot of news to share, Michelle.
We got a lot to cover.
Why don't we start off by congratulating every single positive woman that surrounds us. It is International Women's Day, Michelle.
I was just talking about this with my kids and how important, so I have 3 daughters, how important it is for them to see these successful women in big tech companies such as Microsoft and all other companies as well. It gives them a feeling of, I have possibilities and I can become a fierce leader in this business. So it's a happy International Women's Day.
It's a wonderful, inclusive day for all of us. And now, moving on to Teams Rooms, we have something new, Michelle. We've got configuring laps on Teams Rooms on Windows. Now, this is an important part of the piece of our low-friction deployment because a lot of people still want to see Teams Rooms on Windows as a compute. This allows us a little bit more of that leeway.
Yeah, and by the way, we have a new site up that is, and I'm trying to figure out where the link is. So thanks to Tom, all the links of today's show can be found on smtr.show. Tom is still cleaning up the WordPress site, but you'll find all the links there. Jimmy, explain to me why Labs is important.
So Labs is important because a lot of organizations have this idea. I need to rotate my password. I need to have a unique password. I can't have people knowing the local administrator password. This allows all of that. And there's a lot of information inside of this article. I encourage people to go look at this because it is way more than we can do in a 10-minute show, especially when we've got only 8 minutes left, Michelle.
Yes, so let's go to the next slide. The Microsoft Teams user group. Meetings are starting in March. Again, big shout outs to Tom A. And I think Mohammed Khalifa from HP Poly was joining this one yesterday as well in the UK.
Our friend Adam was there as well. A lot of new things. What's new in Teams, generative AI, the Microsoft 365 platform, talking about everything Teams, the Teams user groups. Go look for your local user groups so you can join it. It's a great place to meet like-minded people and actually have conversations. And Michelle, another initiative for this month, the Ability Summit was happening where we build, imagine, and include here at Microsoft.
Yeah, and I love the 3 teams of this year's summit, and really leaning on insights of talent that need a little bit of extra help here. So I encourage everyone to sign up, even if you're just interested in if you just want to have the information and learn more about what some of these people are dealing with. Jimmy, you had a great example of how Copilot is helping people with disabilities.
Yeah, I was actually doing a Copilot session in New York City this week, and I was confronted with how do people actually use Copilot who are blind? How does Braille, how does a little bit of the readers actually help those that might have that challenge of actually seeing and using their PC? So it was a great way, and this was a great initiative. I was able to actually say, well, we're working on things like that through these Ability Summits and through these inclusive actions that we have.
Let's go to Teams Rooms badge question of the week. Jimmy, this is a tricky one, not because you have to select many answers, but because you have to read really well.
Yeah, last week we did select all that apply. Remember, you've got to be careful when taking the test. Select one. We know there are thousands of people who are on their journey in taking the test, but have not gotten it. So how do employees generally report feeling about the introduction of AI to their work? Now, this is important because there's some key words here, Michelle.
Yeah, pay close attention to worried, half, majority, minority, delegating task. That's the tricky one. But Jimmy, if you read well enough, you'll figure out that the first one is the right answer. If you don't have your badge yet, go to aka.ms/Teamsroom Sales Badge 2024 to get your badge now. I saw a lot of people posting this on LinkedIn.
Absolutely. So happy to see it. And speaking of Copilot and AI, there was a great blog post, this build, buy, or both. How are you going to pay for your AI journey? How is the best budget-friendly way that you can actually get some of the AI into your workplace? This goes through a lot of that.
Yeah, and I love Copilot Studio and the stuff that you can do there, but really pay attention to what's being mentioned here. Also, we have a very special live stream coming up on March 20th. We'll have the VP of OneDrive because, Jimmy, we have another Copilot right around the corner.
There's Copilot everywhere, and that's what we try to explain this at a lot of the sessions that you're doing in the MTC over there. I do over here. Copilot is this buzz catch-all that's catching all of the different applications. But Copilot in OneDrive, being able to find your articles and everything that's inside of there, all of your collateral, it's really important.
Yeah, we even announced Copilot Informs this morning as well. So there are so many Copilots coming out. Jimmy, the biggest question is, though, how can you write effective prompts? And that's what I love about the Copilot Lab.
Copilot Lab is amazing. You and I talk about it all the time. We actually share prompts back and forth, and we say, hey, this is a better way. Now we've got a public place that can actually do a lot of this. And if you are not educated on the idea of prompting is an important skill. I feel would be one of the most important skills in the next generation that actually comes to the workforce. This Copilot Lab is going to bring forth a lot of the effective prompting, show you, hey, this is a better way to do things, and give you ideas so that you can use Copilot in your everyday life and effectively get everything out of that AI assistant.
And this is an amazing segue into something new you introduced last week, the AI prompt of the week. We are recording a short video every week with our favorite prompt. Let's go check it out. Welcome to Copilot for Microsoft 365 Prompt of the Week. We do a monthly Train the Trainer session for our Disney channel where we teach them everything around Microsoft Teams rooms. And last month, Jimmy wasn't able to join. So what I'm going to do with the help of Copilot for Microsoft 365 is draft a Teams message to let them know what happened during that meeting, but also what the sentiment was. So here's the prompt. Jimmy wasn't able to attend the Disney Train the Trainer session last month. Can you draft a Teams message to him summarizing the sessions in 3 to 5 bullets? Make sure to also highlight the key learnings and sentiment from the meeting. Thanks. That's the prompt of the week. The results are quite impressive. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you again next week.
Look at that. Jimmy was able to catch up on an hour of video in under 15 seconds, Michelle.
Yeah, we're going to be posting these every week after this show. Go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/TeamsRoomsTechTalk, and you will find that video, and we'll include the prompt in the description. Jimmy, it is time for the Roadmap Watch. There's a lot of stuff happening.
First one is in Admin Center. You know, Teams Rooms on Windows and Teams Rooms on Android, they all use a resource account. Now, Teams Admin Center will actually be able to support search for these resource accounts coming early in March. Also, we've got the next one, Michelle, where automatic application updates for Teams Rooms on Windows will be coming to Windows devices. That's going to start to roll out next month.
Yeah, and then the next one is proximity join via ultrasound. Ultrasound actually doesn't go through walls, so no more sitting in a meeting room and then finding all these meeting rooms around you. You will only find the Teams Rooms device that's right there. And also Microsoft Copilot in Teams now available on mobile after the meeting for all of those using mobile devices. Jimmy, let's jump into the upcoming events. I think this is a big one, the Converse Communication and Copilot Partner Webinar.
Yeah, we introduced it last week, but it's happening next week, March 13th. If you have not signed up yet, this includes Teams Phone, Teams Premium, Teams Rooms, Copilot and Teams, all of that great webinar to make sure that you attend. Also, we've got my session coming up in Boston, Michelle. My friends at Yealing, my friends at Starin. If you are in the Boston area, even if you just want to come and see us, come and see us. Our friends at Yealing will be giving away prizes at the show. Myself and a whole bunch of people will be giving presentations as well.
Yes, and then if you are in Florida, in Orlando, between March 25th and March 28th, you definitely want to go and check out Enterprise Connect. There's going to be a large Microsoft team there. Ilya is going to be one of the people attending. Reach out to your local Microsoft representative if you want to have any side meetings there. And then Jimmy, I know the next one is your favorite one. It's the MVP Global Summit.
The MVP Global Summit is happening next week. Safe travels to all of the MVPs that I know surround our community. It's going to be a great one this year. Those that are attending in person and remotely. And I want to end the show on a highlight, Michelle, because our best friend, Michael Tressler. Congratulations, Michael, on achieving Microsoft MVP. I know how hard you've worked for this. I know what your path was, and I just want to say I'm really, really proud of you, and congratulations on achieving this. Michelle, we've got a lot to be thankful for. We've got a weekend coming up. Michael, congratulations on your MVP. Go ahead and take us out of here. Have a great weekend, everybody.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.